Hello everyone, I'm Pla Schneider and happy almost 4th of July.
I'm Jennifer Blevins and we're here from DecoArt today to share some amazing and easy 4th of July decor that you can make really quick.
I'm happy that you're all here, and of course we have another great giveaway, and it's going to be an assortment of our DecoArt Galaxy glitter, which if you haven't used this, guys, it's amazing. It has the biggest glitter out of all of our glitters, and it also has a variety of colors. I don't know if you could see that, but there's a really pretty silver and magenta in there. This happens to be Milky Way Blue, one of my favorites, and also an assortment of our favorite DecoArt Americana. So what you have to do to enter, it's easy, just comment. Comment on what your favorite thing to do is for 4th of July, any projects you might want to be creating, just about anything, and you will be automatically entered to win. The giveaway is on Monday, so if you're watching this on replay, go ahead and comment. You will still be entered to win. So right over here, I think this is really fun, you guys, because we are upcycling, we're eating yummy chips.
That's very important.
And not throwing them away.
Snacking and crafting.
Yeah. Okay, Jennifer, what is your favorite Pringles? That's a hard question, but what is your favorite flavor?
I like plain, and it really is true, you can't just eat one. I don't buy them because I can't stop eating them.
But they're so fun, and they come in this mini size, and I don't know exactly what they call, this size, but they come in this mini size. This is a traditional size that's easiest to find, but I also love the party size. Look at that. But I just think it's so fun to create things that you might otherwise be throwing away. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to do is, of course, just take off the cap there. And this step is super important. You are going to need some sandpaper, and you're going to give it just a little bit of a sanding.
And why do you do that?
There's a few reasons. There's actually two. One of them, this is extremely slick, and I feel like at some point in time, you're going to have potato chip on your hands and you're going to touch this and you want the paint to, adhere. So, and you're not going to spend a lot of time, just a quick sanding.
That's a great tip.
Yeah. And another question that I get quite a bit is painting on plastic. Most of our paint labels, you'll notice, instead of saying that you can, paint on plastic, it will say most plastics. So here's a tip. You're also going to sand the cap. Now I took an X-Acto knife and cut a little tiny square in there. I don't know if you can see that. And again, you're going to give it a little sanding. So anything that you've thought about possibly throwing away that is plastic and you're thinking, I'm going to throw it away because I can't DIY with it, don't. Just get some sandpaper. And also, guys, shout out if you love to upcycle. I always love to hear when people DIY with upcycled things. Okay, so that's about, you can see that. Again, you don't have to spend too much time, but you are going to go ahead and sand it. Now we're going to move on to painting.
Now, I have a question. Why did you cut a hole in that lid?
Because these are going to be firecrackers.
Oh, I thought you maybe just glued that on top, but that's great.
Yeah, I think it secures that a little bit better.
Okay.
And you're right, you probably can glue it on top, but I think this is a lot more secure.
I agree.
And you want to get a flat brush, medium size. You don't want it to be too small. And you're going to get your paint. In this case, we are using Americana in Primary Red. And this is going to require 2 coats, guys, for full coverage. And you're just going to brush that on. And for the sake of time, I will paint half of this.
It's easy to pick a color palette for the 4th of July, but we do sell
Isn't that
200
true?
plus Americana acrylic paint colors. So there's a lot of inspiration there.
Absolutely. And I think that is one of the reasons that Americana is America's favorite. There's just so many color choices.
And what's great is it's made in the United States.
Yes.
So it's quick to be delivered. It's fabulous. It's made right here, and we love it.
So very suiting to use Americana for the 4th of July, everyone.
Yes. Now, is that going to dry to a gloss finish or
It's
matte?
going to dry completely matte, but I just wanted to show you how fast. This project seems complex, but it goes pretty fast. But I'm just going to stop there. As you could see, that covers pretty well for a red, but of course after it dries I would apply a second coat. So we're going to move on. This is what it would look like once you have 2 coats and it's dry. And then you want to start to decorate. Now you could do any number of things. If you pan over here, for that one I just used painter's tape, and I do want to show you a trick. I don't have painter's tape in here, but I do want to show you a process that once I started doing this, I just always did it when it came to masking off stripes, is rather than put masking tape here and then skip this stripe and then put it here, I actually put it here and then butt it up right next to the first stripe, put it here, 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 and then what you do is you remove these 2. That way you have a perfectly spaced even stripes. Does that kind of make sense?
Great.
And I didn't think, I just thought about that right now, you guys, otherwise I would have brought the tape in here with me, but I just wanted to share that. Now here's another tip. Definitely listen to this one because it's one of my favorites. If you like to save time when you're crafting and creating projects, and I do, not because I don't enjoy crafting, but I want to craft more and I want to make more. So this is the secret, you guys. This is one of my favorite products. It's fairly new for DecoArt. It's called DecoArt Glitter Base Coat. And this is how you use it. I already put a little bit out on this plate, and I'm going to mix it. And I'm just eyeballing it, but the ratio is 1:1.
So you just mix that with the paint.
Correct.
Okay.
And you don't have to mix it perfect, but you want to get it, well incorporated into your paint. And the reason that it's called glitter base coat is it helps, it's basically like a glitter grabber because it has this really cool texture to it. And I'm just going to paint this little star right here. Can you kind of see my hand in the way?
It's so opaque too. The paint, I mean, that looks amazing.
Oh, the coverage
is
yeah, this is going to be
beautiful.
One coat for sure.
Looks like it has a little bit of sand texture.
It does. I don't know if you can hear that, Kelsey, but okay, let me see if this one's dry enough. Yeah, that one's dry enough to go ahead and move on with the glitter. Now, I want to point out these glitters are super, super heavily loaded. So it's not a question of, oh, there's just not enough glitter in there. So go ahead and look at that. You can barely see any resin at all, right?
And that is in a clear base, correct?
Yes.
And so it will dry clear?
Make sure you rinse your brush, guys. Another tip is, and I love this tip, is always have a separate water basin specifically for when you're working with your glitters. Hey, is anybody just joining us? Remember to comment. What are you doing for the 4th of July? What projects might you be creating? And you will be automatically entered to win an assortment of our Galaxy glitter and an assortment of our Americana. And good luck to everyone. Happy almost 4th of July. Okay, so moving on.
About how long does this take to dry, the blue, before you can apply your glitter?
I'll tell you what. I did this when I came in, so it's probably been on there for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Americana is one of the faster drying paints, and it's because it's very opaque. Any of our paints that are satin or gloss are going to take a little bit longer, but look at how well that grabs the glitter. What I like to say is when you use the glitter base coat, you can get a very solid glitter coverage with 2 coats. I guess I can compare it to, can you see me brushing this out on the plate? You see how this is extremely heavily loaded, very little resin, but just by nature, when you brush it out, it's going to sort of spread because there's nothing to grab that glitter.
That's true. Your
But
brush
here-
drags the glitter, but it looks like it gets caught on the base coat.
And
So it holds
again,
the glitter.
since you're in so close, I hope you could see that beautiful magenta in there and the silver sparkle.
And again, this is a Pringles can, so it's a great upcycling project. Plod did some nutcrackers at Christmas that were just gorgeous. You can see them at DecoArt.com out of these same Pringles canisters. So you can really make something from basically nothing or something in your cabinet or pantry, and it's super fun.
And I think I want to keep going. Maybe make something for Halloween using Pringles.
I think you should. Maybe you do a whole Pringles through the year holiday set.
Now we're switching over to Red Nebula. And this one has like a really pretty pink, a magenta, and of course the red, because it is a red. I did brush it onto the plastic lid as well. It's a mix of 1 part Americana and 1 part glitter base coat. But look how that just grabs the glitter.
Well, they call it Galaxy Glitter for a very purposeful reason. It just is so sparkly with all the different variations of color and size of the glitter. It's
Absolutely. Beautiful. Is it out of this world, Jennifer?
I think it is. No, no pun intended. Or actually, I guess pun intended. Because it really is. It's gorgeous.
Okay, and of course, you know, we would let that dry. And the final step is you're going to take some rope, nice and thick, of course. This is going to be the wick of the firecracker. And I already painted this one with Americana and Antique Gold. Oh. And it's dry. I did this like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes ago. It dries pretty fast. And what you're going to do is tie it in a knot. Depending on how long you want, you know, your wick part. Or you could always crop it after you put it in. And then I'm going to put it into this one, obviously, because that one is wet. And you're just going to stick it right in.
Oh, that is a great trick.
And apply, my favorite glue is E6000, just because it doesn't matter if I'm working with plastic, with wood, glass, it always works. It always gets the job done. For the sake of time, I'm not going to do this, but usually what I do is dab it onto both surfaces that I want to adhere together. And I wait about 5 minutes. And what that does is it makes it really nice and tacky, and it sticks a lot better. So you're just going to pull that through, and then of course, you're going to cut this end. And you would just put it, you know, right on top of your can. I'm not going to because it's not dry and it'll just fall right through. But I think you get the idea. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Also, we have some fun projects behind us that are all on DecoArt.com. Some signs. What are these, Jennifer? They're wicker.
These are actually, yes, wicker plate holders or chargers. You can get them. They're all over. You can get them online, or you can get them at the dollar store. You can get them anywhere, and they're so fun to paint because you can do them for any holiday. We use, I think, maybe 1 to 2 coats on that really quick project. So it's a fun way to do decor for your table or to do some sort of a wall decoration too.
Yeah, and I think these would look really cute either as a centerpiece or on your mantle. And I just love using a variety of sizes. I think that makes the project just look a lot more interesting. So again, if anyone is just joining us, remember to comment so you can enter our giveaway, which takes place on Monday. Mm-hmm. All of this could be found again on DecoArt.com. You can also find all the projects on DecoArt.com. I hope you guys do some fun 4th of July projects, and I hope you have a really, really great 4th of July. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.